I went to Calais to find out what happened to the migrants, most of them Afghans, who were forced to leave their makeshift camp earlier this week. As night fell in Calais, I found some of them near the port. They were queuing up for a hot meal. Rice and chicken, bananas and bread. A local charity, the Association Salam, has been helping migrants here for 8 years, ever since the closure of the Sangat refugee facility run by the Red Cross in 2002. As well as food, they hand out blankets and warm clothes to the migrants. On Tuesday at dawn, French police raided the camp known as the Jungle on the outskirts of the city. Bulldozers destroyed ramshackle tents where hundreds of men and boys had lived. But many of the migrants had already left, moving into nearby Calais and the surrounding area. Of the 278 detained, 132 were children. The UN Refugee Agency says that migrants are getting younger, and more unaccompanied children are arriving in Europe all the time. I met one 13-year-old boy who spoke good English. His name was Ahmed, and he was looking after his 2 younger cousins, aged 10 and 12. They had travelled in cars and lorries halfway across the world over 2.5 months. They are trying to get to the UK to reach an uncle who lives in Birmingham.
From 1 month, I never speak with my mother. I was so unhappy. Sometimes I'm crying, I'm weeping about my mother, and sometimes I become. Sometimes I was sick, and there was no doctor for me. And when I tell the agent, so I give you the money, so please took me to the doctor. They said that shut up, and they are abusing us, and during I'm sick, they have beat me. Yesterday night we have spent the night in a balcony, an empty house. There was no blanket, there was nothing, and the weather is so cold, and there is raining, and we are becoming so cold. We are murmuring our teeth, huh? So the night
it's hard.
Yes, so cold.
And where will you sleep tonight?
Tonight I don't know. If I find some place for sleep, so I'm going. If it's not, so it's necessary to sleep. If there are any place for sleep, so I will sleep. If there's no, so I will not.
And why do you want to go to England?
Because everybody knows that Afghanistan is full of problems. Afghanistan is full of problems. The King Britain, there's every person know if they are in the Afghanistan, if they think they said that there's no problem in Afghanistan. So why they are sending the soldiers to Afghanistan? If there's no problem, so why they are sending soldiers? There's the problems. There's everything. There's no electricity. There's nothing. There's no water. There's no work for the people, and there's nothing. We are the rich ones, but we don't have electric in Afghanistan in our home. So if there's no electric, so how we live in darkness?
And why do you want to go to England specifically? Do you have family in England?
Yeah, I have my uncle there in England. I want to go near to him.
And you're not on your own, are you? You're traveling with your cousins?
Yes, my 2 cousins who are smaller than me.
How old are your cousins?
One is about 10 and the other is about 12.
Had they been frightened on the journey here? Are they frightened now? Are you frightened?
No, they are becoming so unhappy in her journey. Every time they are weeping. Every time they lose health.